Imagine a food so powerful that just one simple serving each day could help stabilize your blood sugar, protect your heart, improve insulin sensitivity, and even reduce your risk of diabetic complications, all without expensive medications or impossible diets. Sounds unbelievable, right? But what if doctors and researchers from the world's top medical universities have already confirmed it? For years, millions of diabetics were told to fear healthy fats. They avoided foods like nuts because they were considered too high in calories, or too fatty. Meanwhile, the real danger was quietly hiding somewhere else: processed snacks, sugary breakfast foods, refined carbohydrates, and ultra-processed oils damaging the body day after day. Now, modern science has completely changed the conversation. Today, researchers from Harvard, Johns Hopkins, Stanford, and the Mayo Clinic all agree on something remarkable: certain nuts may be among the most powerful foods for improving blood sugar control naturally. In this video, you're going to discover the top 3 nuts every diabetic should know about, ranked from powerful to absolutely life-changing. You'll learn which nut can dramatically reduce blood sugar spikes after meals, which nut protects your brain and kidneys from diabetic damage, which nut researchers now call the #1 natural diabetes food, the exact amount you should eat daily for maximum benefits, the dangerous mistakes that turn healthy nuts into blood sugar disasters, and simple recipes that make these nuts even more effective. Before we begin, think about this for a moment. When was the last time you ate nuts? Did your blood sugar improve, stay the same, or unexpectedly rise? Leave your answer in the comments, because by the end of this video, you may completely change the way you think about food forever. Now let's begin with number 3. Number 3, pistachios. At first glance, pistachios don't seem extraordinary. They're small. They're light. They don't look powerful. But inside those little green kernels is one of the most impressive blood sugar balancing combinations scientists have ever studied. In a major clinical study published in Diabetes Care, researchers followed prediabetic adults for several months. Half of the participants ate pistachios daily while the other half avoided nuts completely. The results shocked researchers. The pistachio group experienced significant reductions in fasting blood sugar, improved insulin sensitivity, and better glucose control after meals. Some participants even returned to completely normal glucose tolerance levels. That's not just improvement. That's metabolic transformation. So what makes pistachios so effective? It starts with their nutritional profile. One small handful contains protein, fiber, healthy fats, antioxidants, and surprisingly few digestible carbohydrates. That combination matters because diabetics need foods that slow digestion instead of triggering glucose spikes. Pistachios digest slowly. They release energy gradually. And they help your body process carbohydrates more efficiently. Researchers discovered something fascinating called the pistachio effect. When participants ate pistachios before consuming a high-carbohydrate meal, their blood sugar spikes became dramatically smaller compared to people who ate the same meal without pistachios. Even hours later, their glucose remained more stable. Scientists believe pistachios create a kind of metabolic shield that softens the impact of unhealthy foods. And it gets even more impressive. Pistachios contain powerful antioxidants called lutein and zeaxanthin. Most people associate these nutrients with eye health, but newer studies show they may also help protect the insulin-producing cells inside the pancreas. That's critically important because diabetes slowly damages the very cells responsible for making insulin. Researchers observed reduced inflammation markers in diabetics who regularly consumed pistachios, suggesting those tiny nuts may help preserve pancreatic function over time. Now let's talk about the heart. Heart disease remains the #1 killer of diabetics worldwide. But large population studies found that people who regularly consumed pistachios had dramatically lower rates of heart attacks, strokes, and cardiovascular complications. Scientists believe this happens because pistachios improve blood vessel function, reduce bad cholesterol absorption, and support healthier circulation. And the best part? They're easy to eat every day. Here's a simple diabetes-friendly pistachio snack. Take 1 handful of raw pistachios and lightly roast them. Add cinnamon, a pinch of cayenne pepper, and just a touch of sea salt. This combination is powerful because cinnamon may improve insulin sensitivity while cayenne helps cells absorb glucose more efficiently. For breakfast, combine plain Greek yogurt with chopped pistachios, flaxseed, and fresh berries. This creates a high-protein, high-fiber meal that keeps blood sugar stable for hours. Now let's discuss the correct amount. More is not always better. The ideal portion for diabetics is about 1 to 2 ounces daily. That's enough to improve blood sugar without adding excessive calories. Eating too many pistachios can cause digestive problems, unwanted weight gain, and excess potassium intake, especially dangerous for diabetics with kidney disease. So moderation matters. Choose raw or dry roasted pistachios without added oils or sugar. And always store them properly because rancid nuts can increase inflammation instead of reducing it. Now let's move to number 2. Number 2, walnuts. Walnuts may be one of the most underrated foods in the entire world of diabetes nutrition. Interestingly, they even resemble the human brain. And according to modern science, that resemblance may be more meaningful than anyone once realized. Walnuts are loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, healthy fats known for reducing inflammation throughout the body. And inflammation is one of the hidden engines driving diabetes progression. When inflammation rises, insulin resistance worsens. Blood vessels become damaged. Kidneys weaken. Nerves suffer, and the brain slowly declines. But walnuts appear to interrupt that process. Large long-term studies found that diabetics who regularly consumed walnuts had significantly lower risks of cardiovascular disease and heart-related death compared to those who avoided nuts entirely. The numbers were so dramatic that researchers called walnut consumption a major protective factor for diabetics. But walnuts don't just help the heart. They may also protect the brain. Diabetics face much higher risks of dementia and cognitive decline because high blood sugar damages blood vessels inside the brain. Researchers discovered that older adults with diabetes who regularly consumed walnuts maintained better memory, sharper thinking, and slower cognitive decline over time. Brain imaging even showed healthier blood flow in critical memory regions. And there's more. Walnuts may help protect diabetic kidneys. In clinical studies involving diabetics with early kidney damage, participants who added walnuts to their diets showed improvements in markers associated with kidney function and inflammation. That's incredibly important because kidney disease is one of the most devastating complications of diabetes. Now let's talk about why walnuts work so well. Their omega-3 fats help improve cellular function. Their antioxidants fight oxidative stress. And their nutrients support healthier mitochondria, the tiny energy factories inside your cells. In diabetics, mitochondria often become sluggish and inefficient. Walnuts appear to help restore their function, improving the body's ability to process glucose for energy. That translates into more stable blood sugar and better energy levels throughout the day. Here's a simple walnut meal idea. Create a salad using leafy greens, grilled chicken, walnuts, olive oil, and a few slices of apple. This combination provides protein, fiber, healthy fats, and antioxidants that work together to stabilize blood sugar after meals. For nighttime blood sugar support, eat a few walnut halves with a small slice of cheese before bed. This can help prevent overnight glucose instability and reduce early morning blood sugar spikes. The ideal walnut intake for diabetics is about 1 to 1.5 ounces daily. More than that may create problems. Walnuts are calorie-dense, and excessive amounts may contribute to digestive discomfort or unwanted weight gain. They also contain oxalates, which may increase kidney stone risk in susceptible individuals. And because their healthy oils are delicate, walnuts spoil faster than many people realize. Always store them in the refrigerator or freezer to keep them fresh. Now, we've reached number 1. And this nut completely dominates the scientific research on diabetes. Number 1, almonds. If there were a championship trophy for diabetes-friendly foods, almonds might win it. No other nut has been studied more extensively for blood sugar control. And the evidence is overwhelming. Researchers reviewing dozens of clinical studies found that almonds consistently improved fasting blood sugar, insulin sensitivity, cholesterol levels, and long-term glucose control in diabetics. Some studies even showed reductions in A1C levels significant enough to move people closer to the prediabetic range. That's enormous. Because A1C reflects your average blood sugar over several months. Lowering it naturally can dramatically reduce the risk of complications. So why are almonds so powerful? First, they contain an exceptional combination of protein, fiber, and healthy monounsaturated fats. This slows digestion and prevents sudden glucose spikes. Second, almonds are rich in magnesium. And magnesium plays a crucial role in insulin function. Without enough magnesium, insulin struggles to move glucose into your cells efficiently. Unfortunately, magnesium deficiency is extremely common in diabetics. That means many people are unknowingly making their blood sugar harder to control. Almonds help correct that problem naturally. They're also one of the best food sources of vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that protects blood vessels and nerves from oxidative damage caused by high blood sugar. Researchers found that diabetics with higher vitamin E intake experienced fewer cardiovascular complications over time. Now here's something surprising. Despite being calorie-dense, almonds may actually help with weight loss. Studies found that people who ate almonds regularly often felt fuller, ate fewer calories later in the day, and experienced reduced cravings. Scientists discovered that your body doesn't absorb every calorie inside almonds because their structure prevents complete fat absorption. That means almonds are more filling than many processed snack foods while having a smaller real-world calorie impact than expected. And they produce something researchers call the second meal effect. When participants ate almonds with breakfast, their blood sugar control improved not just after breakfast, but also after lunch and dinner. One serving positively influenced glucose stability for the entire day. That's incredible. Now let's make this practical. Here's a powerful diabetic-friendly almond breakfast. Combine overnight oats with unsweetened almond milk, almond butter, sliced almonds, blueberries, flaxseed, and cinnamon. This creates a meal rich in protein, fiber, antioxidants, and healthy fats that help maintain stable energy for hours. For an afternoon snack, pair almonds with a small amount of dark chocolate containing at least 85% cocoa. This combination satisfies cravings while supporting insulin sensitivity and reducing stress-related blood sugar spikes. The ideal daily almond intake is 1 to 2 ounces. That's roughly 23 to 46 almonds. Going far beyond that can backfire. Too many almonds may cause digestive distress, excessive calorie intake, and increased oxalate exposure for people prone to kidney stones. And always avoid sugar-coated or heavily salted almond products because they destroy many of the blood sugar benefits. Choose raw or dry roasted almonds whenever possible. Also, keep the skin on. The almond skin contains valuable polyphenol that help reduce inflammation and improve metabolic health. Now let's bring everything together. Pistachios help stabilize blood sugar and protect pancreatic function. Walnuts support the brain, heart, and kidneys through powerful anti-inflammatory effects. And almonds stand at the top with the strongest evidence for improving insulin sensitivity, lowering blood sugar, and protecting against diabetic complications. The science is clear. The right nuts can become one of the most powerful tools in your diabetes management plan. But remember something important. Nuts are not magic cures. They work best when combined with healthy eating, regular movement, quality sleep, proper hydration, stress management, and medical guidance from your doctor. Still, small daily choices create massive long-term results. One handful. One meal. One better decision at a time. So here's your challenge. Choose one nut from this video and eat the recommended amount every day for the next 30 days. Track your fasting blood sugar. Monitor your post-meal numbers. Pay attention to your energy, cravings, and hunger levels. You may be shocked by how quickly your body responds. And finally, ask yourself this: what if the path to better diabetes control isn't hidden inside expensive treatments, but inside simple foods nature created thousands of years ago? Your health journey can change starting today. One handful at a time.